Hi, this video is brought to you by WhiteWaveTradingStrategies.com. We're going to go through a lot of charts this afternoon in preparation for unemployment tomorrow. Let's just start off with the S&P 500. We've been in a sell signal in the S&Ps and in the NASDAQ for a few days. You see today we came down close to the 200-day moving average. This is going to be big. We start getting under 2068, the market will roll over. So this is going to be a big hold area early. And you can see where we close below the 50-week moving average, which is 2052. There's a lot more downside. So we'll have to see whether this can get downside momentum or if today was a low and we'll rally back up. Looking at the NASDAQ 100, we're coming back into momentum. The outside reversal weekly low number is 44.97. I thought they'd at least go down and try to flush everybody down in here and then possibly hold and come back up. Now that doesn't mean they don't do it tomorrow, which they very well could. So this is going to be a price action trade at 7:30 Central Daylight Time. So you just have to see if they make a lower low, flush everybody out. If they start coming back up, then you can buy them. So in the meantime, I'd just be a little patient with it. It's 44.08 in the NASDAQ 100. It was basically the 50-day moving average. It tried to put in lower lows, matching this last low basically, and came back up. We'll just have, it remains to be seen whether it can get any upside momentum from here. All right, there are a couple other things that are interesting, and we're going to take a look at some of the oil names. Let's take a look at the OIH, which put in an outside reversal day to the upside. Now, how much of this is just short covering because everybody was taking off positions all over the board today remains to be seen. You still need some price action tomorrow, basically above $32 to confirm that this pattern's good. We'll take a look at the XLE. The XLE actually needs higher than the OIH, so the XLE will need at least over $69. And we'll take a look at the crude itself, which is oversold. And it wouldn't. There's a short-term double bottom on the hourly charts at 44.20. Let's take a look at that. That I put in earlier today. Came up, failed, came up. If we start seeing some price action, possibly over 44.90, then maybe you'll see some follow through and some short covering. Just remember that this is an oversold bear, and anything's possible. On the daily charts, we had yesterday an outside reversal day lower. If we start getting back over $46, they're going to run a lot of people out of that market. Okay, let's take a look at some other names we were involved with, which is Disney. We tried buying Disney yesterday off the bottom of the cloud, and when it didn't hold up this morning, we were stopped out. It tried down towards the 200-day. I'm not completely convinced that that's going to be the low. It could definitely go down one more time. But, this is a pretty big blow-off, and when you see these blow-offs, I tend to start looking for it to start basing out again. But, it's going to take more than a day. Now here's another chart that it looks like it's a sideways pattern on the weekly. Amazon is going sideways, but at the same time, it put in a reversal lower day today. That's not a pretty price. That's not a pretty pattern. Now, if this starts to follow through lower tomorrow, then I wouldn't fade it because, it can break another $20, $25 before you get into some good support again. And it's just going to come back and play into this gap. Ultimately, you'd probably want to try it against $500 if it got down there. Here's Palo Alto Networks. They took this apart right after the opening. They started taking profits in this from the opening bell, and it didn't stop all day. We're getting close to trend from last October. But again, you're going to have to match this up with the NASDAQ 100, to see if this can come down towards this moving average line around 169 and hold. Again, it's the lower risk buy zone is going to be in the low to mid 160s, 162 to 165. At least you have some moving averages there and some trend that you can lean on. But price action below 162, then the whole market's going to sell off. The bonds, I don't have a lot to say on the bonds. So let me just take a quick look because I know a lot of you are involved. The bonds still show higher to me. It's been holding the brakes. And this is going to be simple. If the equities are down, the bonds are going to be up. And they could get as high as, 159.13. So again, it's the key to the bonds is going to be how and where the equity indices hold. If they don't hold, I wouldn't be looking to be short the bonds anywhere. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.